What's up? It's part 2. We're still under the covers. I'm here with Jonah and Allie. Yeah, if you didn't check out part 1, I think the link will be up here. It might be in that corner. I'm just learning how to work it.
She's gonna put the link.
But if you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you have watched it, then keep watching because we're here under the covers, and we got it.
I got 2 of the words.
Sweet. I also wanted to ask about when you were in the cabin. Was it weird or scary to be going in there by yourself? And like when you saw Jeffrey, were you like, oh,
yeah,
saw,
like, dang. I mean, when you assumed Jeffrey was in front of you because you didn't
when you heard some man speak.
When the welfare people guided you to your chair because you were blind. But it must have been a little intimidating, no?
It was. I mean, I was kind of pissed. I mean, you can again in the episode you can kind of see my reaction where I was like, fuck. As soon as it rang once and it was my number, I was like, there's no way I'm the only one going in there alone, because I was already nervous about the fact that I was going to have to move someone's name and then to go in there by myself. And now it's like, it's all on me. It's like, I don't even have someone, if I went in there with someone, I could be like, who do you want to move? Like, I could ask them. Instead, it's like, now that is fully on my shoulders. It's my responsibility. And then to be one-on-one with Jeffrey, which I hadn't at that point, I was like, man, I'm a little like, I'm out of my depth right now, man.
So I want to hit the rewind a little bit back to the mountain challenge. I feel like it wasn't mentioned on TV, but the lack of oxygen made that challenge really, really hard. Yeah. And like, how much were you struggling? Because I was cursing. I was like, F this, F that, fuck everybody. Oops. I couldn't handle it.
Well, I think Mack saw we would literally just trade spots on the sled, me, her, and Shane. We would just, until you literally were just dying, and then you'd be like, I need to switch, and then just like crawl over to the sled and someone else takes your spot. I mean, I was dead. Like, I was like on the floor, on the ground, like panting, my lungs burning, and thankfully we had the Greek god Shane on our team, who was just like an unstoppable machine that entire challenge.
And it's really difficult. Like, you think that looked easy. Oh, they're just running in snow. No, we had no oxygen. We're 10,000 feet.
Oh,
up
it
in
must
the
have been
air.
higher than that.
It was insane. I mean, I was talking a big game to my teammates. I was like, don't worry. Like, I lift 5 times a week. Like, I'm so good. No. Literally no. I couldn't breathe. I was going to die up there.
And it's like, not only are you like, because like you have to carry the sled, right? So that's just like phase 1. And then it looks like it's only like 15, 20 feet away from where you're starting. And you're dead by the end there. Yeah. And then you have to, like, it wasn't just like this stuff was buried in some snow. It had frozen over somehow and it was ice. And so like our team, me, Jonah, and Shane, and I don't remember why we made this decision, but we went for the shovel last.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to go for the shovel first, right? Because that helped you with everything else. And we were like, we don't need the shovel. We've got Shane.
We're good. And actually, that kind of worked out in terms of speed. Shane was just like a superhuman.
Yeah.
We were just like punching the snow, and then as soon as you could see any part of it, he would just plunge his fist down and rip it out. I was like, how the fuck are you doing that?
Shane went Avengers mode.
Literally.
He went One Punch Man.
Shane would get a running start and just throw his full body at the mound, and it like, he's a big guy. It wouldn't budge. Like, that's how frozen it was. It was crazy.
You don't have to tell us. We were 5 to 7 minutes behind you guys.
Yeah, no, it was crazy how much of a lead we had.
And we didn't do shit.
It was the Flint's fault.
This shitty Walmart Flint and Steel. We could have been there for 2 hours and never got it.
There was no. I don't think it was possible to light a fire with the materials that we had.
But you know why? Because you guys didn't choose Roger Federer.
You're right.
That is why. And you know what? That's actually on my list, so I'm gonna ask about it. Do you know who Roger Federer is?
I mean, he's a tennis player, right? Am I crazy?
He is a tennis player,
Yeah.
but
You're not crazy.
I chose Roger Federer because I thought he was a famous Swiss watchmaker, and I couldn't be further from wrong. But that is why we got the lighter.
That's so funny.
You got there.
Well, I think
I said you got it.
Oh yeah, I did get it, but I definitely thought he was a watchmaker. tennis player?
I knew he was tennis, but I didn't realize he was Swiss. And I found out later that was one of the correct answers. And so I was trying to say Roger Federer in all the different accents to try to figure out what sounded the most natural. Like I was like, you know,
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer. And I was like, okay, so he's not French.
Roger.
Yeah.
Wait, but correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong. Is Swiss not similar to French?
It's like, yeah, a little bit.
So
don't even
I'm
know what
not
Swiss sounds
wrong.
like.
It's similar to French.
There's some
right?
French. There's some French things.
So Roger Federer. I don't know. That was really bad.
Roger. Roger Federer. Roger Federer.
Maybe that is correct.
Roger Federer. That actually sounds good.
Yeah.
British.
Roger Federer.
He needs to go back and make himself British.
Yeah, he messed up. That's on him.
Redo it all, Roger.
You're not allowed to be Swiss anymore.
Do you think it's like Roger?
It's for sure Roger.
Roger Federer.
That was good.
Federer.
Yeah.
Roger Federer.
For sure. On that challenge, because I was a bit shocked by this, why do you think Shane picked the two of us to be on his team? It's not shown. Those teams were selected. There were captains. I can't remember how the captains were chosen, but Shane was one of the team captains. And he picked me and Jonah. Before any of the other teams were made, they were supposed to go in order, and Shane immediately goes, I want Mack and Jonah.
Yeah.
Do you, because I wasn't that close with Shane. I liked the guy. I liked you, but the three of us were not close friends, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was. Oh, I know why.
I think I know
You
why
know
too.
why?
I know
I don't
why.
know why.
I
I'm
know
so,
why.
I was stunned. I was like, "Oh man, dude, I'm glad you want to work with me."
Same.
Wait, do you want to guess why?
Because I figured he wanted to be split apart from you and Biggie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I was mainly about him and Biggie because they had like the strength, and then it was just kind of like whatever. Me and I'll be on a different team, but at least if one of us. But I don't think that my alliance with them was that strong at that point. Like neither of them trusted me. Biggie never trusted me the whole entire game, but Shane still wasn't at the point of trusting me yet. So it was mainly about Biggie. Like they wanted to be split up so that one of them could get the clue, and then neither of them got it.
But I only realized that like today because I was thinking about it earlier. But like at the time I was like, why do you pick me and Jonah? I'm honored. Like 'cause I was like, he's for sure the strongest one here.
I thought those were fun teams.
I thought it was a really fun split as well.
Yeah.
Like I liked it, but it was like, because he was so quick with it. Like it wasn't like he
Yeah.
put thought in. He was just like immediately like Mack and Jonah.
I thought those were fun teams because it wasn't a team that I don't think we all would have been put on in any other capacity. But I got a comment from a fan account. I think it was last night or this morning, and it was like, "Love to see the Sausage Squad together."
Sausage Squad. That's crazy.
It's this one freaking account that's obsessed with the stupid sausage. And well, that's another thing I wanted to chat with you about. It's not actually on here, but how I feel like the sausage didn't matter that much.
No.
Like in real life.
No. Like I mean, in general, I feel like we made like a joke out of it on the bus initially. And then I remember there was the conversation with the guys afterwards where they were like, "No, this is serious." And I was like, we're not joking anymore." I was
Wait,
like,
so that shocked me. I didn't know that the guys had talked about me stealing the sausage at all.
I was shocked that it was. I was like, "Why are we making like? Would you guys not have done the same thing?" Like, I was kind of confused.
You wouldn't have, but
know,
everybody
like-
else would have. But yeah, I don't know. And now I'm gonna be stuck talking about the freaking sausage for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's that is literally the funniest tag he could have dropped, but also now it's gonna haunt you forever for no reason.
For literally no reason. And I'm a vegetarian. Well, I'm a pescatarian. I don't even eat sausage. Like, I don't even want that sausage. So, honestly, that wraps up my questions. I don't know. So, Mack's going to take over here. She's got more. We flew through mine.
Yeah.
We blew through
I
mine.
got a bunch of kind of random things. We'll go back to the Swiss chalet thing. How did you feel about what Kim said regarding putting you in the map room?
Oof.
I mean, like, I get it. I mean, I understand at that point in the game, I was very vocal about, like, I don't know where we are. And I was playing emotionally, which it can be seen as a weakness. I still think that you can play that way. You can play as a good person and win. I don't think there's any reason for that to be false.
No, you totally can.
Yeah, I hadn't found my footing yet, so I get where Kim was coming from. And I understand her saying that. I don't understand why you would say that and then put me in the map room. Wouldn't you want to put someone stronger in there? To me, I was confused. I was like, oh, I mean, like, I get where you're coming from, but, like, why? like, why not put someone really strong in there that you want gone? Because if you think I'm weak, right, drag me along until you're ready to dump me. That makes more sense to me. But, like, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand. I'm not, like, mad about it or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, because her and
she
Rick
wasn't
were
gonna be in
the
map room. Yeah.
So yeah, that doesn't really make sense. But also, I saw Rick said that he thought Kim shouldn't have done that. But did they not talk about it in the room?
Who knows?
Rick, if you're watching this, did you guys talk about it in the chalet with Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Because if you thought she should do it, why didn't you just tell her to do it?
To not do it.
To not do it.
Yeah.
You know, words.
She's out of vocabulary.
Words. I'm out of vocab.
Was any part of you happy to go?
I mean, I was relieved to be out of the, like, environment of, like, I was stressed. I was clearly stressed by the whole thing. I was relieved to not be in that tension anymore, that constant tension of, everyone's out for themselves. And yeah, I'm enjoying being with everyone. Like, I'm friends with you guys still. But it was a lot of, like, every day I'd wake up and I'm overthinking every action I take and everything I say and everything everyone else says and what they're doing. And that's just a lot to be in your head about, especially with so much downtime. And I'm like a textbook overthinker. So I was like, I don't know if you could see it in my face, but I was like, hamster wheel is spinning constantly.
Yeah.
And that was a lot to be holding in. I mean, I was really disappointed that I went early, and I wanted to keep going because I think I could have found a path for myself, but I wasn't quite there yet. Obviously, I was a little relieved, though. Like, a little relieved that I was out of that, especially since it seemed like the drama and the stakes was ramping up quite a bit when I was leaving, it would have been harder.
It ramped.
Is there anyone that you felt like particularly close with that you would have wanted an alliance with? And then also on the flip side of that, is there anyone who you like didn't trust at all and like had they offered an alliance, you would have been like, I don't want to be near this person?
I don't know if there was anyone I really distrusted like fully. I probably would have been open to pretty much anyone wanting an alliance with me at that point. I wouldn't have like on the moment just been like no.
Yeah.
But I think probably Allie and I probably would have ended up working together.
For sure.
And there's a chance I might have, because Rick was so ostracized. I mean, I'd like to say that I like strategically it's like a bad idea. I wouldn't have done it, but like I kind of felt bad for him when I left, because well, for one, I didn't really know how everyone was playing the game. I wasn't sure.
As old as time. Sorry.
I wasn't really sure how he was playing the game, so I was like I wanted to see the best in him, and obviously I haven't seen how everything plays out yet, but I probably, if he had approached me, I probably would have been like, yeah, sure, like, well, we can work something out or something, I don't know.
And I know I talked about this earlier, but I was really sad and they obviously didn't show this because am I even allowed to say that? Who knows? If I'm in trouble, let me know. Please don't let me get sued. I was really upset when I found out it was you, because when I decided to tell you Burn, I was like, perfect, he's gonna go smack dab in the middle, like he'll be safe. I wanted Mack gone so bad. I would have done anything to get Mack off of this dang bus. I would have done anything. You want me to eat something really disgusting to get Mack off the bus? I would have been like, I'll eat it. I wanted her gone. I thought she was so threatening, and I felt like she had just been traveling Europe for like months or weeks or something, and then went straight from Europe to the bus. Then I find out this girl is a child actress. So she's an actress and attorney, two different forms of lying, and she knows all about Europe. So I'm like, this girl's got to go. So, and then they said 3 miles, and I was like, no. But I was so scared, Jonah. I was so scared that if I had told you Geneva, which is where because I was in the map room, that Mack had already figured out Geneva, and that she was not going to go Burn, and that she told Rachel Geneva, and that we all would have gone Geneva, and that I would have gone home. So it was like really, I was playing with fire, and I'm really sad that it was, because I do think we would have allianced. So that was really upsetting for me. It was like, holy crap, like, dang it, Mack didn't go home, Jonah went home. This sucks. Like,
cool.
Love ya, roomie.
Sure, great.
Love my roomie. You didn't even like me. I liked you. I just didn't trust you.
Here we go again. This comes
she didn't
up
like me
all the time. It's been 8 months. I see her every day. This comes up so frequently. It's not.
Well, because you're sitting here, she's like, I'm like, you didn't like me as a person.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah,
But I was very sad about you leaving, so that sucks. And I think everyone was. Pretty upset. Maybe not Kim. But, Kim is real. She just speaks what she thinks, and you gotta love her for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love her for it. I love that woman.
Was there anything that was left out of the show, aside from maybe Allie telling everybody else burn, that you wish had been in?
I mean, there was a ton of stuff. I mean, there were so many small interactions with everyone that I was like, man, this is like a real moment between us that was just never shown. And I think that my relationship with everyone on the bus, I mean, you can see that other people were like upset when I left. But I don't think that as a viewer, you're going to understand that, like, I really got to know everyone pretty well, but like, you don't see any of those interactions, which is, I mean, I get it. Like, that's not what the whole show's about. But I do, I wish that more of that had been shown because, I mean, based on what I've seen, it seems like a lot of people don't like some people on the bus, and I'm like, but no, that person's lovely. They need to show more of that person being a great guy or a great whatever it is, and I wish that those wholesome moments had kind of made it in,
Yeah, there were a lot of really sweet moments.
I thought I really wanted to see you and Josh a little bit, in episode 1, because he really had your back.
He did. He from the start, I think he saw that I was like immediately stressed by the environment, and I mean, even off camera, he was like pulling me aside. I'm like, dude, like if you need to talk, like I got you, and that was really helpful, especially knowing that he'd been on reality shows. I was like, this is awesome. But they didn't show us interacting at all. I mean, I was devastated when he lost because I was like, shit, there goes the person I was like kind of leaning on at the beginning.
That was sad. He's a good guy though.
Yeah.
And I did want to see a little bit of that reaction.
How different was this experience from what you like had in your brain coming into it?
Oh my god, it was so different. I try not to have any expectations, but it was way different than anything I had thought because honestly, I wasn't fully sure what I was gonna be into, obviously, because this first pilot season or whatever. But I thought it was gonna be a lot more like challenge oriented. I thought it was gonna be a lot more about the games themselves, and it ended up being like mostly like a social psychological game, which is like the thing I'm the worst at.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I don't think Mack was ready for that either.
Okay.
You just said you felt the same way.
Yeah, but sure. Okay. That is what I said. But you didn't have to double down and be like, yeah, you actually.
Do you think I was ready with the map of Europe?
No.
So shh. Yeah, well, I've been done with questions. How many more do you have?
Let me read through them all.
I think we're good conversationalists, so we just kind of ran through this. Actually, we didn't run through it. We're at like almost 40 minutes.
Oh shit.
That went really fast. Holy cannoli.
I think that's actually I want to follow up on that question. The last one I asked. What did you think your biggest strength was coming into the show?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I thought I was going to be really good at. I think I'm naturally pretty good at most games that I try. So I thought, like, if there's a lot of games, there's bound to be at least a few that I can like win. Turned out that I wasn't very good at most of the games we did, which is fine. I only got to do a few, to be fair, and the games, it seemed like the stakes were less about the winning the game itself. Like, for instance, the Bell one. That one was so easy. Like everyone won that game, right? You go in there, you ring the bells, you win. I got 5. That's enough technically to count as a win, right? But the reward was, oh, now you get to screw someone else over, or like save yourself. I thought it was going to be a lot more about like, okay, we're going to play like a trivia game or something, or you're going to see something and you have to kind of figure out like a puzzle. Nothing like that, which was what I was hoping for.
You say you're bad at the challenges though, but you won all of them. in a sense. I mean, not the first one, but like, what was the second challenge? You got all the clues correct. More than anybody else. Then you go to we didn't win on the mountain, but we were in first place. So like there was a, what are you saying?
Nothing.
What are you mouthing to the camera over there? I'm hyping this guy up over here, telling him he crushed it, and you're whispering lies to the camera?
I accidentally yawned and I was embarrassed, so I said it's late.
Oh, I thought you. I thought you said lies.
No, I said
All I saw was the
late.
L.
I didn't want them to think that I was bored of you guys. I was like letting them know that it's late at night. Like,
Okay.
I said it's late.
Well, as I was saying, our team had a massive lead, so you crushed in some sense there.
Yeah.
And then the bell one, you technically got more bells correct than any one person.
This is true. Yeah.
So you did do really well on the challenges.
I guess I did. I just thought there would be, I don't know, I thought there'd be more chances for me to, like, use that to my advantage,
Yeah.
but I kind of got nothing out of any of them.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Did you also notice that? Remember how the bus windows would go clear? They cut all that out.
None of that's in there. I'm
It's
shocked.
gone.
Because those were, like, big reactions out of
Yeah,
us.
I
but-
think that's why a lot of people thought North Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of it
What we
looks
saw.
like
We were in
the
rolling
vineyards
Italian
and
hills.
things. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, if I do say so myself. See, I'm tired.
So she turns Italian when she gets tired.
Please, can I go to bed?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Wow, mozzarella sounds really good right now. Like a nice big burrata.
That does sound
Yeah.
good.
That sounds.
That sounds
wait,
really
is
good.
burrata mozzarella? Burrata's like a type of mozzarella, right?
It's like mozzarella wrapped in something else, I think, right?
I think it's like a burrata's like the soft stuff that's like wrapped in like a buffalo mozz. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you think I don't know if the Italians were into the buffalo.
Oh. Is
Wait,
that
are you
like a
thinking-
New York thing?
Are you thinking buffalo flavoring, like buffalo sauce,
No.
or cheese from a buffalo?
I don't know. I thought
Buffalo
buffalo
McKee?
mozzarella was just like a type of mozzarella. I thought it was just named buffalo.
I don't know. We'll look
You think
into
it's
it.
made of buffalo milk?
No, I thought you were saying
buffalo-
buffalo
Do
sauce.
buffaloes have milk?
They're mammals. So don't they have to have
Milk a
milk?
buffalo?
It would be pretty hard. I think it would be pretty hard to milk a buffalo. Yeah, so that buffalo mozzarella is just the name of a type of mozzarella.
I didn't realize that.
I'm not going crazy. You're gaslighting me, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you're wrong. I was asking. I was inquiring. It's a simple inquiry. It was just a follow-up question.
You've heard of buffalo mozzarella, right?
No.
No.
Insert picture of buffalo mozzarella because
I'm-
what the
Why is
fuck?
it called buffalo?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I truly was curious. Like, did you mean buffalo sauce on mozzarella? Because that sounds delicious.
No, that sounds god awful.
Or what was it? Cheese from a buffalo? Like that was
Neither.
a genuine question.
It's just called buffalo mozz.
but
buffalo mozzarella.
from what? And there's no.
Look,
Are there
look,
buffalo
Mac,
in
Mac,
Italy?
Mac.
Italy?
Like,
What's up?
I have no idea why it's called buffalo
Okay,
mozzarella.
that's what I was asking.
And I will never know until this is over and I Google it. So, yay! Thank you for watching.
Yay!
If you know about buffalo mozzarella,
Let
comment
us know.
right here.
Let us
All right.
know.
Cool.